In ancient China, shaving your head to become a Buddhist monk could be considered a severe moral crime. The prevailing philosophy dictated that your body did not actually belong to you. Your skin, your limbs, and even your hair were viewed as biological and spiritual property strictly owned by your parents. Damaging that property was a direct violation of natural law. Modern Western culture generally treats respecting your elders as a polite family value. But in ancient Chinese society, absolute submission to your parents was the baseline requirement for participating in civilization. It was the foundation of all human action. This strict code of conduct for children was the primary tool for governing the empire. The instructions were codified in the Xiaojing, or the Book of Filial Piety. Compiled sometime between the Warring States period and the early Han Dynasty, it was designed as a highly specific instruction manual for social behavior. The entire text consists of only 18 short paragraphs, yet despite its brevity, it wielded so much influence that it was officially elevated to the revered Confucian canon during the Northern Song period. It achieved this outsized power by taking a basic household dynamic and turning it into a fractal blueprint. The rules that governed a father and son were expanded to organize every layer of reality. The system starts at the most intimate level with a concept called Xiao, or filial piety. This term defined the strict physical and societal duties a child owed their parents. Xiao required a lifelong commitment to physically care for your aging parents. You were expected to prioritize their welfare and comfort entirely above your own. The obligation extended into your career. A son had to achieve Li Shen, meaning a high social standing or rank. Securing this status wasn't for personal wealth. It was explicitly required to bring fame and honor to the family name and your ancestors. The demands reached their peak at death. When a father passed away, the child was mandated to enter a grueling mourning period that lasted 3 full years. For a mother, the requirement was 2 years. This carried a massive real-world cost. Citizens were legally required to abandon their government offices, halt their careers entirely, and return home to perform these mourning rites. At the family level, Xiao acted as a mechanism of total submission. Individual ambition was erased to ensure the preservation of the family's legacy. The Xiaojing exports this logic to the state level, creating a direct parallel between the home and the palace. The text explicitly dictates the relationship between a father and son is identical to the relationship between a ruler and minister. The virtues translate across these rings. The filial piety practiced at the dinner table becomes political loyalty, or zheng, when you step into the royal court. The state enforced this link through law. Lacking family piety was treated as a direct threat to state security, and failing to serve your parents could be punished by criminal law. To manufacture a compliant, loyal citizen for the empire, the state focused on ensuring they were trained as a submissive child at home. The Xiaozhang extends to the cosmic level, serving as a class-based manual for every tier of society. At the lower end of the spectrum, a common man, known as a shuren, fulfilled his cosmic duty by farming the soil, sharing the harvest, and feeding his parents. The requirements changed for the emperor, who was officially designated as the Son of Heaven. Because the emperor's parents were the cosmos itself, his filial duty required him to venerate heaven by treating the entire population of China as his own children. By mapping the state onto the family, the Xiaojing engineered a stable social order that lasted for centuries. Rulers could govern with reduced friction because the family unit was already instilling the principles of political obedience from the moment a child was born. The empire utilized this mandated devotion to secure a level of social stability that traditional laws alone could not achieve. The heartbeat of the Xiaojing still dictates social dynamics today. In many modern communities, the physical and social welfare of the elderly is still expected to be shouldered by the younger generation rather than relying on state-run social safety nets. The enduring legacy of the Xiaojing lies in its ability to secure a massive population by defining the duties of the individual at the most intimate level.